go.
Hey,
Check
weather
out the pinned
explorers,
comment and tell me
welcome
your
to
favorite
today's
science
adventure
mystery
into
or
one of
weather
nature's
question.
most
I'd
powerful
love
weather
to hear what you
events,
want to learn next.
a tornado.
Thanks for learning with me
Before
today.
we begin,
See you
I
next
want
time
you to
for
think
another
about your own
exciting
science mystery.
adventure.
What weather question have you always wondered about? Share it in the comments, and I'll pin a question there too so we can keep the conversation going. Tornadoes can look wild and exciting, but they also teach us an important lesson about weather and safety. By the end of this video, you'll know what a tornado is, how it forms, why it can be dangerous, and what to do if one happens near you. Let's get started.
So, what exactly is a tornado? A tornado is a spinning column of air that reaches from a thunderstorm down to the ground. It looks like a giant funnel twisting through the sky. Some tornadoes are small and some are huge, but all of them spin very fast. Think of it like a giant invisible top turning in the air. Have you ever seen a spinning toy or a whirlpool in water? A tornado is kind of like that, but in the sky.
Tornadoes can happen in many places around the world, but they are most common in the United States. There is even a place called Tornado Alley, where tornadoes happen more often. This area includes states like Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. But remember, tornadoes can happen in other countries too, so it's important to always pay attention to the weather wherever you live. If you've ever heard thunder or seen dark storm clouds, you already know that weather can change quickly. That's why learning about tornadoes is so important. Just like baking a cake needs ingredients, tornadoes need special weather ingredients too. First, they need warm, moist air. Second, they need cool, dry air. And third, they need strong winds blowing in different directions. When all of these come together in the right way, a tornado can begin to form. Nature is like a giant science experiment in the sky. Can you imagine mixing weather ingredients like a recipe? That's exactly what the atmosphere does. The first step in making a tornado is a thunderstorm. Warm air rises up from the ground into the sky because warm air is lighter than cool air. Visual note, keep the screen moving here with rising arrows, growing clouds, and a storm cloud slowly building so the scene stays exciting. As the air rises, clouds begin to grow bigger and bigger. Gravity is always pulling things downward, while warm air keeps pushing upward. That push and pull helps the storm grow stronger and stronger. Soon, a powerful thunderstorm starts to build. Some of these storms are called supercells, and they are the storms most likely to create tornadoes. Now, things start to get really interesting. Winds high in the sky may blow in one direction, while winds near the ground blow in another. This can make the air start to roll, almost like a spinning tube. Scientists call this wind shear. It's one of the important steps that helps a tornado begin to form. Have you ever seen a spinning top or a rolling ball? That's a little like what the air is doing here. The thunderstorm acts like a giant helper, lifting the spinning air upward. As the air rises, the spinning gets stronger and starts to stand up tall instead of lying flat. Imagine a spinning top turning faster and faster. That's kind of what the air is doing inside the storm. The storm is getting ready to create a tornado. This is where the storm becomes even more powerful and the spinning motion becomes easier to see. Now the spinning air stretches down from the cloud and forms a funnel shape. This is called a funnel cloud. When that funnel touches the ground, it becomes a tornado. That's the moment a tornado is officially born. It's an amazing part of nature, but it can also be very dangerous. Can you picture the funnel reaching down like a giant twisting rope? That's how a tornado begins. Not all tornadoes are the same. Some are weak, and some are incredibly strong. Scientists use something called the EF scale to measure tornado strength. EF0 is the weakest, and EF5 is the strongest. The strongest tornadoes can have winds faster than a race car. That's why tornadoes are taken very seriously. Even a small tornado can cause damage, so every tornado warning should be treated with care. Tornadoes can be dangerous because their winds are so strong. They can knock down trees, damage houses, and even throw objects through the air. Flying debris, like branches or pieces of wood, can be especially dangerous. Debris means anything the wind picks up and sends flying. That's why it's so important to stay inside a safe place when a tornado is near. Remember, the wind itself is powerful, but the flying objects can be dangerous too. If a tornado warning is given, you need to move to safety right away. Go to a basement if you have one. If not, go to a small room on the lowest floor of your home, away from windows. Cover your head and neck with your arms, a blanket, or a pillow if you can. And remember, never go outside to watch a tornado. Safety always comes first. If you're with family, stay together and follow your emergency plan. Being prepared helps everyone stay calm. Great job, weather explorers! Now you know what a tornado is, how it forms, why it can be dangerous, and how to stay safe. You are now tornado safety heroes. Always listen to weather alerts, stay calm, and remember your safety plan. Before you go, check the pinned comment and tell me your favorite science mystery or weather question. I'd love to hear what you want to learn next. Thanks for learning with me today. See you next time for another exciting science adventure.